Guys, welcome to the call. This is Geek Out Friday. It is November 17th, and I'm your host, Damon Nelson, along with my partner, Wayne Atkinson, and we want to welcome you to the call. And we got some people all the way from Thailand watching this show today. So very excited about getting to show you AIMasher. This is what we've been working on for almost a year now. And we took RSSmasher and we go, what can we do to get auto content, auto blogging up to the AI level? And we are on the cusp of something I think really great. We have a lot of people on the call today are beta members. They already have, they've got the agency license, and they've been helping us kind of tune in the AIMasher, where we're going with it and what we're going to be doing. But today I'm going to show you, if you've never seen it or you're a keyword masher, you want to learn more, this is for you. So if you're a keyword masher, we've got some specials we'll talk about at the end to kind of get you up to speed really quickly. Okay. So Wayne, you can see my screen.
Yep. Perfect.
Got a little AIMasher robot waving at us there.
Yeah.
Okay. We're not going to talk much on strategy. We're going to get to the software as quickly as possible. If you have questions, put them in the chat. Wayne will try to answer them during the call. If it's something important that he feels like he needs to slow me down, then he'll interrupt us, and then we'll talk about that question. But for the most part, this is a software demo today. I've had some trolls occasionally, but if you're on this call and you don't want to see something to buy, then this is not the call for you, because we are presenting our own product today. Very excited about it, and hopefully you'll stay to the end, and we got a Black Friday deal that we'll pass along to you. Okay. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. And before I kind of go into it, AIMasher is a suite of tools, and we did something early on, and it may be a little confusing, is we have a little product called Keyword Masher. Now, Keyword Masher is part of AIMasher. It's a small part of AIMasher, but it is very important. This is our workflow, is Keyword Masher with ZimWriter. We built it specifically to work with ZimWriter and Article Forge. However, we don't use Article Forge hardly any right now, but it is a great complementary tool to ZimWriter. We use it, our VA uses it, and I know we have a lot of people on the call that have used it before. So we thought about putting Keyword Masher as a completely separate product, but then it wouldn't flow into what we're really wanting to accomplish. We want to give you a dashboard with a suite of tools for AI publishing, enhancing your media, enhancing images, doing featured images. And we're going to go over all that today, but we wanted to keep it as part of the family. So don't get confused. As Keyword Masher is part of the AIMasher, but it is sold as a separate product if you want just this tool. Now, with the Keyword Masher, it is niche ideas where you can do a niche discovery, and we're going to investigate this, and also domain name generator. Now, it doesn't check to see if the domain is available. It just gives you some great ideas for brandable domain names. Keyword Masher. This is all about title prompting. We worked with Matt Zimmerman about how to do outline focus and title prompting back in July and August, and he's got a really powerful tool, the Bulk Writer and Penny Arcade, that will take these new modified titles that have an outline focus attached to it. That's what Keyword Masher was designed to do. In addition to giving you keyword clusters and topical formats, Keyword Masher does a great job. Recently, we've added two things to it: the topical authority enhancer. Now, don't be confused. We don't create the topical authority. This is from ZimWriter. We only enhance it, and we give you the ability to kind of organize it and shuffle what the results are, so that you don't have all your articles clustered around main topics as you post it. So some really neat features that we felt like needed to be added to topical authority. But the main thing is make it easy to read so we can figure out which ones we want to use and which ones we don't. And then just recently, we added an RSS feed parser. We did this so that we can pull in links, product links off of Amazon based on how we filter the Amazon product pages. The best way to do it is filter the product pages, get an RSS feed, and parse it. And we've got that parser built in for you. Then you have a page of links that you can send to the Penny Arcade. Okay. We have training called I think we did that last week or 2 weeks ago about using topical authority and the Penny Arcade. So always check out the Geek Out Friday shows, because a lot of the questions and things that we're going over, we've already discussed in previous, but we want to show you all the new stuff. Okay. Now, AIMasher. We're talking specifically about the software now. We have 3 different levels: standard, pro, and agency. Standard is going to include everything in Keyword Masher. Okay. We just roll it in. And then here's the power right here is the article publisher. We add a media mixer, which we do something that most people don't take the time to do, is adding EXIF information into the images. So we have a keyword group, real easy to create keyword groups, and we add those keyword groups into your media packs. Okay. We also added a DALL-E 3 image generator. Now, guys, DALL-E 3 is on the level of Midjourney. In fact, sometimes it's even better images, but it does have a cost associated with it when you're using the API model. If you use your Chat GPT Plus, it's free. Okay. But it takes a little bit of time going over there. And what I end up doing on DALL-E 3 is I'll do 4 or 5 revisions, and I'll look down at my watch and it's been 20, 25 minutes. So just taking into account, if we automate it, it's time you don't have to spend doing it manually. Okay. So real neat stuff inside the media mixer. Now, the charge is, if you're doing DALL-E 3, it comes out on your OpenAI account. So we're using your OpenAI to generate DALL-E 3 images for you. Okay. But here's the real powerhouse right here. This is what we use on a daily basis, all 3 of us. Well, I say 3. It's Wayne, myself, and we have a VA writing articles all the time using ZimWriter and Article Publisher. Okay. You're going to see the article importer. When we import it, we do media enhancement. We also have a very powerful HTML editor that you can drop in media, images, YouTubes, and then we even build voiceovers with the content by summarizing it with AI. Then we do voiceover. Now, one of the things probably nobody's seen yet is Wayne incorporated what we call the TTS model inside of AIMasher, inside of OpenAI. So I'll show you how to go into your integrations, and then you can add your own TTS. TTS means text to speech. OpenAI has some really great text to speech. So now you have an option. Do you want to use your OpenAI TTS model, or do you want to use 11 Labs? We're integrated with 11 Labs. So you could put in either your 11 Labs API and use it, or you can use the text to speech model inside of your OpenAI. Okay. That's brand new. I don't think anybody's seen that yet. Okay. Then we have the publishing tool. One of the reasons that we built this was early on before Matt added his post to WordPress. We have been publishing to WordPress for what, Wayne, 5 years now, 4 years?
Yeah, at least.
Okay. We know there are issues with hosting providers. Some of them let you use XLM RPC. Some prefer a REST API call, and others prefer app password, which is the newer of them, and it's probably the easiest. But you don't really know until you start trying. So we know that most of the hosts will accept on your WordPress hosting the app password. But in case if it doesn't, we have 2 other methods. What this means to you is you're not going to be stuck trying to figure out, well, it doesn't work with my WordPress. If it doesn't, there's something different than what just integrations. Okay. So, and we will help you. If you can't get it integrated, we'll make it work some way. But we know in publishing, is some people want to publish to draft. Some people want to publish immediately. Some people want to drip feed it 5 minutes, 3 hours, 8 hours, 7 days apart. Some of your content you don't want every 5 minutes. Some of it you want to drip feed over a long period of time. And we've got that built in. Sometimes if you have your WordPress set up to just do permalink to the post itself, you don't really care about which category it gets dropped in. We can randomize it for you. So all your categories fill up equally at basically the same time you start dropping posts. Really neat feature to do random. I do this on quite a few WordPress when I'm first building them. So I'll write 60 articles and I'll just drip feed them over random categories. This is the powerhouse of the standard license, okay? Now, let's go into something I guess some of our betas are using it, but a lot of them probably haven't even seen this, is we have article Re-Inventor. This is live, ready to go. You can take a URL and create a template. And you can, with the template, then you can put in other URLs to scrape the article, rewrite it in your own custom AI format, add a featured image that's generated with Midjourney or DALL-E 3, and it will put a voiceover with it. Now, once you create those templates, you can integrate it in with RSSmasher, and RSSmasher can call these templates and it can rewrite RSS feed posts. Now, guys, we're the only ones that I'm aware of that will take an RSS feed and completely rewrite it, summarize it, put a voiceover, put some featured image in there that's generated with Midjourney, and deliver it back into RSSmasher and then schedule at the time that you want. Why we like the RSSmasher combination is RSSmasher has a very powerful syndicated scheduling tool, meaning you can send it to multiple platforms all at the same time at the point of posting. Okay, very important as far as SEO goes. Okay, so this is live, ready to go. We're going to be doing a mastermind course. This is part of the bonuses that we're going to do. We're going to do a 3-day mastermind course. At the end of it, you will be a URL Re-Inventor. You'll be an RSS feed rewriter, and you'll be able to create content basically with keywords to start it. So this is what we're building. This is kind of on the back shelf. We haven't shown anybody this, and we're probably not going to show it until the first or second week of December. We're looking at doing a public launch on December 8th. By that time, just about all the tools, all the features will be updated and ready for you to use. We've been testing them with our test model, our beta model. This is really cool. One keyword, create a bunch of keyword clusters, and it will automatically write your content for you. You just pick which model you want, and boom. And it will auto-publish. We're building this to replace another tool that we've used a lot in the past and we recommended was Article Forge. This is the replacement for it. It should be up in less than 2 or 3 weeks. And when it does this, you can generate a lot of content very quickly. But we don't recommend dumping 100 articles in one site, within a 5-minute period. Drip feed it. We're going to build a drip feeder in here also, okay, just like we have on the article publisher. This is the pro license, okay, and includes everything in standard. Now, I haven't mentioned this down below, but in fact, let's back up. With the standard plan, you get 50 Midjourney image generations per month. We're using all our Midjourney accounts. We have a special load limiter that we use. We generate these automatically for you. And when Midjourney generates, it generates 4 images. Okay, we're going to randomly pick one of the 4 and put it in as your featured image, or if you want to do images throughout the content that you're getting the prompts from Matt's article creator, great, you can do that too. But you get 50 with this plan every month. Now, when you run out, we have what we call rollover credits, and you can buy these rollover credits very affordable. I think 1,000 rollover credits are I think we got it priced at $97, just to kind of give you an indication. Now, when would you, see what you're going to be using first before you start going out and buying the rollover credits, okay? Rollovers never expire. They only get used when you use them, and they get used after the monthlies are done. So we use up all your monthlies, and then we'll do rollover credits, okay? So you'll notice that we have 100 Midjourney generations per month for the pro license, okay? Now, the agency license, this is what our beta team has. And the reason is we want, anytime we do a beta, we always recommend jump on it right then, because it's the lowest price it will ever be when we first announce it, okay? But it is an agency plan. It's a lifetime deal. Now, this one is the regular agency license. It's not the beta, okay? But you get everything in the agency that the betas have. You get all the pro license. You're going to get a blog amplifier. Now, this is not public yet, okay? We are building helpful content briefs along with listicle builders. My favorite is the top 10 maker. It's in beta testing and we're improving it. We're doing a lot of prompt engineering on getting the listicle builder and the top 10 maker working. But it has, what we feel like is really important is we do an auto export over to RSSmasher, okay? Reason we do that with RSSmasher is sometimes you want an article and you want a top 10 list, or you want some type of list underneath it. Or in terms of Google, you may want to put helpful content, like the 3 most asked questions. So similar to what ZimWriter does with putting questions and answers at the bottom, we expand our listicle so you can do any type of list, but you can put it over to RSSmasher to combine them together, okay? So that's what this bottom feature is right here, okay? Now, this is live. We needed a place to test our prompts, okay? So we call it the Sandbox. And in it, we have SEO prompts, we've got copywriting, social media. I'm always adding prompts in here because this is how I'm testing it, okay? With the OpenAI's API key, we get sometimes different results than you would get if you use this prompt inside of ChatGPT, okay? So we want to make sure that everything's working right. While we're doing that, you can have fun with it. These are some very good prompts. In fact, I've got 3 of them in there that we've ported over to minion builders. They're the first person social bio, the third person social bio, and then the corporate bio. So if you got minion builders, you're going to have a surprise when you go into it next. Is we use AI. You'll have to put in your open AI over there, but it will do biography. For social profiles. Real neat stuff you can find inside of Sandbox. We are always adding to it. Okay, so play with it. And you get 200 Midjourney auto image generations with agency. Okay, now let's go see the software. Wayne, any questions at this point?
No, not at the moment.
Okay. Everybody sees this screen when you log in. Just to kind of run you through the dashboard, this is very similar to our other products. We have all the features on the left, and if you see the little caret here, that means there's a drop down with it, like that. The dashboard, this will show you kind of your stats. So articles built via the system, 7,100. Articles that have been built via RSS feeds is 5,800. So I use it. We have people in here in the 5 digits already here. So we know it works. We've been hammering it. I think, Wayne, how many do you have through your RSS feed rewriter right now?
Just shy of 20,000.
Okay. So we have done 20,000 rewrites from RSS feeds. So we know it works. We know the Midjourney image works great with it. Now, this also keeps track of your credits. I have 200 credits. I've got the agency license. I've used them all up already. These are remaining Midjourney credits. Now, if you run out of credits, don't worry. It will still generate the article for you. It just won't have the picture there. Okay. This tells you your integrations, training. This will take you over to the training. We got full training in there. Subscribe to our newsletter. If you're not already on the newsletter, we get a weekly newsletter that has some really good articles about AI tools, content marketing, and we do auto blogging. So anything that we have about auto blogging, we'll put in there. Also notices, with replays or videos that we kind of training videos, we'll toss out on the newsletter also. Okay, your support tickets, any that you've created or closed, are up here. Okay, now let's start off with, that's the version. Here's the facts. So you can kind of see, we keep this very well updated. Midjourney rollover, these are rollover credits that can be purchased, upgrade. Now, if you're not a beta member and you're buying this on a monthly, you can upgrade or downgrade at any time now. We have that ability inside the settings over here. View membership. Okay. Now, you can go from standard to pro to agency, or you can even downgrade if you feel like you don't need those at this time. Okay. So we added the TTS. You can also move your audio player from the top to just before the first subheading. We did this because Yoast and Rank Math were picking up the audio when it was making the meta descriptions. Okay. So anyway, you can kind of just read through this. This is everything that we're doing. And we're doing little stuff like all grids. I think one of our beta testers recommended it. The ID number is hyperlinked, so you can jump straight into it from the table editor. Okay. So let's go into Keyword Masher. If you've never seen this before, we're just going to kind of just briefly go over title prompting. We added the new ChatGPT version last week. So definitely use that. Now, up here in settings, you can set what your defaults are. So I'm going to, that's my default. And I want informal, journalistic, and I like 0.5 if I'm using this. 0.7 seems to get a little AI fluffy out there. Okay. Delete. We built, in fact, if you were in ZimWriter, you probably have seen a bunch of words that we kind of found or everybody contributed to. We put this in our prompts, if you check that, to avoid or try to avoid using those common words. Now, OpenAI, it likes to hallucinate sometimes and forget you gave it instructions. So it will do its best to avoid it, but occasionally you'll see it. That's why you always want to put an eyeball on here. Okay. This is OpenAI. Here's the GPT model. In fact,
You need to get models.
oh, well, good. This is a great time. So inside of integrations, to get the TTS to work, you would go into your OpenAI, and that's the primary one I use. So I'm going to hit edit. Yep, it's got a short one there. I was kind of concerned about that. Get models. So this is how you turn on your text to speech. Okay. You have HD and TTS1. Now, Wayne, what's the difference between these two?
Twice the price.
So HD is twice as this, but both of them are very inexpensive. So what's the typical cost for a 100-word or a 200-word summary that you're going to make into a voiceover?
1 second.
I think it's about 3 cents.
It's probably not even that. It's let me just do a quick cut because I've worked it out. We've got some algorithm going on that gets us into the.
Okay, so
it's 100. It's 0.075 of a penny.
Okay, so it's
less than 200 words. It's not even 1 cent.
Okay, so 1 cent, 2 cents. That's about the difference. Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
It's supposed to be higher quality, but if you're doing a narration, I'd pick this one. Now, you can do 11 Labs. 11 Labs gives you the ability to take any voice and synthesize it so that you can use it as your speaker. We have Paul Harvey speaking on some of ours, and we have Matthew McConaughey, and I think I even had Sean Connery. He's a voiceover for some of my posts. So whether it may be in the gray area of copyright right now, but 11 Labs has a lot of different voices to use. OpenAI has, I think, 6 or 7 voices, but they are very good. Okay. You just have to go over and play with them. Okay. Now I'm going to go back into settings real quick. Go up here and we're going to set my TTS so we can see it. What's the default?
The default engine is going to be part of the content editor, the content writer, which isn't live yet.
Okay. Now you can put spin text in here. Listen, summary, this article. Okay. Now I'm going to put in a pipe bar and I'm going to put a curly bracket. Now what this is it's really 3 of them. It's listen to the summary, listen to the article, and then that little space right in there, there's not even space, means don't put anything at all. Okay. So we'll spin this up as we're putting in the voiceover. Hit update. Okay. And I hit finish. Okay. Now, also in here, if you want Midjourney credits, you can just click here. See what that looks like. Need a little bit of padding over here, but this is great. 200 rollover credits, $25. 1,000, $97. 2,500, $197. Now, if you're not concerned about Midjourney, you want to use your own image packs, that's great. We have that built in for you. That is inside your media mixer. So we have
mine doesn't look like that. That's a bit strange. Mine's all centered and looks nice.
Oh, okay. At any time, if you're a member, you can click this button and book a call with me. It's a 15-minute call. It's on Calendly. If you want to do a roadmap, put in an idea that you have, absolutely. Click right here and we'll take you to the roadmap and wish list. Okay. Now, we're back on Keyword Masher. We're going to do title prompting. This is where we started out. You can do an AI search or you can enter your keywords. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to just do 3 keywords. Listicle, keyword, repair wood fence. And what it's going to do, it's going to build a keyword cluster, listicle cluster. Okay. So that's the main word. And these are topical related. They don't go to the SERPs and look and find NLP. This is topically related. Okay. And then you can come down here and go keyword campaign, and we'll just put it under M1, put it under tech, learn how to code. Okay, I'll put it under that. A prompt group, I do art. Oh, but I'm going to write it for ZimWriter GPT-4 and convert keywords directly into a title prompt. Okay, I can do one big question. I can do a how-to guide. And this is what I want. I want a how-to guide, and I want to hit execute. Okay. So what it's going to do, it's going to create 3 title prompts. And once they finish processing, I can copy these and immediately put them into ZimWriter's bulk writer, set my settings, and boom, it is ready to go. So I'll just hit refresh, see where we're at. And guys, because we're on a call, on a Zoom call, it seems like it always takes a little bit longer on a Zoom call. Okay. Wayne, any questions at this point?
Yeah, we've had one. Is the sales page live yet?
Yes.
Let's wait till the end.
Well, go ahead. I mean, guys, if you want to see the sales page, I don't mind showing it to you, because I think a lot of y'all have already seen these tools, and I'm just kind of demoing the tools. It is AIMasher.com/sales. Okay. And I'm going to put in the Black Friday code. I'm going to give everybody, we're going to give everybody 10% off. In fact, Wayne, can you drop that in the chat for us?
Yep.
Okay. Wayne's going to drop in the sales page, and he's going to drop in the 10% off. Okay. So let's look at the sales page. This is probably a backwards way of doing it, but that's fine. Standard license plan. We talked about what that is, what the pro license plan is, and the agency license. Now, just to reiterate, Helpful Content Maker is not live yet. Listicle Builder is not live. They'll be available probably, I'd say, first, second, or third week of December. We want it right before we put it live, We don't want hallucinations and all the other stuff that happens. So we've been doing this in Frase, writing helpful content and listicles for almost 2 years now. So we got the prompts down. We just need to tune them up for OpenAI. Okay. Same with Content Engine. This is going to be our workhorse for building PBN networks. Okay. We're going to completely replace Article Forge using our own content engine. Some people ask, well, why don't you use ZimWriter? We are using ZimWriter, but when we can use both of them at the same time, we've got multiple OpenAI accounts. So with the Pro plan, you'll be able to use that too. Okay. Pricing. You want to see the pricing? The standard plan, Pro plan, monthly, agency plan. Okay. If you want to buy it annually, you get the price even lower. Okay. So you choose which plan is right for you. We have a 14-day refund policy. Okay. With this, if you don't like it, we don't want to hold your feet to the fire, is request a refund and we'll give you a happy satisfaction guarantee refund for the first 14 days of your original purchase. Okay. If you go 6 months and you decide you don't want it anymore, we're not going to give you 6 months back, but we will cancel your deal if you ask us to. No problem. Okay. Now let's see what else you can get. Bonuses. I told you we're doing a 3-day mastermind course. It is going to be mid-December. I haven't scheduled which week it is. It's either the 2nd or 3rd week of December. We want to do our public launch, which you can't get to the main page yet on a public launch, but we want to train everybody. We want you to be a master at AI rewriting and AI content generation through keyword input. Okay. We don't want you to stop using any other tool. Please don't take that. We want to show you a different way to rewrite RSS feed posts. That's what this is all about right here, is transform RSS feeds into your own SEO gold bonds. Okay. Bonus 2. I told you we got a VA working. We're going to bring on another VA also. I've got 4 guys. In fact, all 4 are on the call, have asked me for workflow guides. Well, I kind of just train as I go. And if they have a question, I just put a video up. But I did something the other day is I made a workflow guide, and I thought it was really simple. I put it on ZimWriter's group and I put it in AIMasher, and everybody started asking for, where's your other workflow guides? So I know there needs to be a visual workflow. So I went ahead and made a chat GPT to help me with workflow guides. Okay. So I'm making a set of workflows that I hand off to my VA. It's my actual training that I'm going to take to my VA. That's what you get. It should be available by December 15th. It is my workflow training guide that I use with a VA. So if you have a VA or you want to use them, absolutely, you get them as a bonus. And we're going to send you, we don't have it, we've got the coupon code, but we don't have it automated to you yet. But we'll send you an email where you can pick any of those Mid-Journey rollover credits and get 50% off. So if you wanted to buy 2,500 and I think it's 197, you're going to get 50% off on the first purchase. Okay. Reason we're doing this is we know you're going to bust through your monthly credits. We do it. Wayne, in fact, if you look at my AIMasher, I can go back up here to the dashboard. In fact, we'll come back into this in just a second. Actually, Wayne, I'm not going to lose this, am I?
No.
Okay. Okay. So those are all ready. We'll come back and visit this in just a second. But if I go back up to my dashboard, you can see I've burned through my 200 credits already, but I have a 2,000 credit rollover credits that I just bought. So we're using that for the rest of this month. Okay. So let's go back to what we were talking about on sales. So those are the 3 bonuses we're going to give you today if you buy. These are just some testimonials I pulled over from Keyword Masher. So if they say Keyword Masher, I think all 4 of these guys are on the call right now. They would probably say AIMasher is pretty good because they're all beta testers and have given us some great ideas on things that we can do to improve it. Okay. Frequently asked questions. When do I get access to the software? We're going to send you an email. So if you don't get an email within 5 to 10 minutes with your access, you'll go to support@AIMasher.com and we'll figure out a way to get you that. Okay. If you're a Keyword Masher customer, wait till the end of the call. Don't use these buy buttons. Okay. The reason is you get a discount, a built-in discount that nobody else has. So Keyword Masher, guys, if you already have it, you've already invested in it, don't worry. We got you a special deal. It's inside the dashboard of Keyword Masher customers. Okay. Do you have a money back guarantee? Absolutely. 14 days satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it, fine. We'll give you your money back. And don't go file a PayPal dispute. Just email us. We're very nice. We will send it back as fast as we can, but it's all depending on PayPal. Okay. PayPal disputes, affects our credit with PayPal. So, let us know. We're working with you. Okay. Do you have any training on how to use the software? Wayne, we've got plenty of training on every product we have, but we're adding training on AIMasher as we're going. We have right now, in fact, let me see if I can bring it in, workflow outlines. So you can kind of see what the training is we have with Keyword Masher, go down here, and we have the training. We also, what is Keyword Masher? We even have the input methods, different input methods, and we have these scripts. So you can follow along with the script, and it will show you step by step where to move your mouse and everything. So I know some people like to watch me explain things, but most people don't. They want to know step by step, how do I do it? Okay, well, you just come down here, follow the steps, or download the PDF. Okay. So this is workflow. This is on the outside. Wayne, I'll put this in chat also. So if you want to see what training looks like here, let's drop it in here. And there we go. Okay. So I'm playing catch up. I've got niche ideas, Keyword Masher, article publisher, but I'm going to be playing catch up with these. These are the powerhouses right here, along with article publisher, to catch up with what Wayne's doing. Whenever he does something yesterday or over the weekend, I may not have an updated video or scribe to go with it yet. So y'all just bear in mind, we're working as fast as we can. AI changes so much. The reason it's delayed us from releasing to this date is we knew OpenAI had a big announcement, and we wanted to incorporate all those changes in. And Wayne has done that over the last 3 weeks or 2 weeks, I guess. But we've also got Midjourney incorporated, DALL-E 3 incorporated in there. So sometimes it takes us a little bit longer because we wanted all the latest, greatest tools to give to you. Okay. So let's go back over to sales. What other software will I need? Good question. The only thing that you have to make this work is your OpenAI API key. Here's how it's done. We have a little video. Basically, you go into your integrations. Let's go over here, integrations, OpenAI, click add, give it a name, put your API key and hit update. Okay. You saw earlier is once you hit update, you're going to see this, and then you hit get models, and it will go out and get all the models for you. Okay. Can't be any easier. Now, you may want multiple APIs. We have multiple APIs because we're running 3 or 4 different Zim writers, and we're running RSSmasher back and forth. So we've got to have multiple APIs. Okay. And what else do we integrate with? Well, if you have 11 labs, they have a great API. You can put in the API key, and we have full integration. I'm going to show you how in a few minutes. ScrapeOwl. You definitely need ScrapeOwl if you want to scrape articles from the URL, from the article Re-Inventor, okay? Because it will actually go out and scrape the original content and rewrite it for you. So that's when you would need scrape out. RSSmasher, if you got it, great. If you don't have it, we've got a Black Friday deal kicking off Monday where you can pick it up for discounted. Okay. WordPress, we integrate with WordPress. These are self-hosted sites. Again, we've got 3 different methods of integrations. Probably the most popular is the app password, so try to use that one first, and then the other 2 next. Okay. Masher sites. These are our own proprietary sites. If you don't even want to mess with WordPress, we do all the security, the firewall, the themes and everything. This is how we're building a lot of our PBN networks right here with Masher sites. Okay. Pixabay. We integrate with Pixabay, Google Search, and we've got others coming soon. And I could say maybe Zapier after the first of the year. So real neat stuff that we like to integrate instead of originate sometimes, because why reinvent Zapier if you can just use an API webhook? Okay.
Shall I tease them on that?
Yes.
We've actually built an app in Zapier so that you can use it to wherever else you're getting articles from, you can use the Zapier app to push it straight into my articles in AIMasher. And that's coming soon.
Wow. So they would just choose a template and then push it over, and it would enhance it, add images, and do a voiceover if you wanted.
Yeah, once you pushed it into AIMasher, then you can do whatever you want with it.
Oh, okay.
Man.
Yeah. I see, guys, I didn't even know that. Wayne surprises me sometimes. Okay. Now, I've had a few people say, well, can I still get in? We're going to open up the pre-launch. If you want a lifetime deal on the agency, you never have to upgrade again. We got it. It's right here. Guys, this is $997. Use the Black Friday coupon, BF10Masher. You get 10% off of it. Okay. We may close it any time after Cyber Monday. We opened it up for Black Friday because we still got a lot of people asking for it. What do you get? You get everything that's in the agency license, but you don't have to pay the monthly price of, what's that, $47 a month. Okay. So that's kind of this is not some fancy sales page. It's, takes 5 minutes to read. I try to keep it very, very simple. I like simple sales pages that I can get to the price. I can get to the features. I can look at the bonuses real quick, and I can see what the most common questions are. Okay. Any other questions about the sales page? Y'all can look at this at your convenience or have it up as I'm talking. Okay. So let's go back into AIMasher and have some fun here. Okay. So I did some title prompting. We got 3 good prompts, and let's just look at them. So there's a title. There's the outline focus. And if I like them all, I can all copy to clipboard. And then I can come over here, drag in my Zim writer, bulk writer, drag in the input page and post that in there. And I'm just going to make this real quick. Let's just use 3.5 turbo, audience personality, innocent. We'll use voice. I'm going to do first person and facts. I'll skip facts. We're going to make these quick. Disable conclusions and use auto style. Enable H3s. Right here, enable mid-journey prompt for each H2. When you generate these 3 articles, when we generate them, we're going to get a mid-journey prompt for each of them. Matt does a really good job of his mid-journey prompts. Highly recommend that you use them. Okay. Now, if I'm creating 5 H2s on each of these, then if I enable that and I run it into Article Publisher, I import it in and say use Midjourney for everything. Okay. It's going to create really at least 15 Midjourney prompts just for these 3 articles. Okay. So just, you can still run this and use it. We save this content. So I always do this, but for simplification, we'll just go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to start bulk writer. Now, I've given out some custom prompts. I'm not going to use those right now. I'm just going to do this as fast as possible. Hit start, another confirm. And I'll say, okay. Okay. So this is just really fast article creation. Okay. Now that's the title prompt and key title prompting. And I'm not going to stick in here very long. Topical authority. When you create your topical authority, you can import it just by hitting add. Okay. And this imports it. Okay. And oh, it's up here. Okay. So you give it a name, give it a CSV, wherever the CSV that he gives you from topical authority. Browse for it, hit upload. Okay. But we're going to look at, I've got one called Senior Fitness Workouts that I did. I'm going to click edit. Okay. And I think we had, let's see how many we had in here. Okay. I generated 27 article headings in topical authority. Okay. Now, when we bring these over, you can kind of look at them. That's the status, the cluster, long tail keyword, type, blog post title, category. I'm going to open it up and you'll see the original prompt right here. So it's what are low impact home workouts for seniors, category, senior fitness, outline focus. So if you'll notice right here, here is his outline focus. Okay. It says the context for the numeric list is low impact home workout for the topic of, okay, this sometimes it does a pretty decent job, especially with the new model in there. But what we have found is if you rewrite it with more specifics in this section, you get a better article. Okay. So that's what we do is we rewrite it. So let's take a look at it. Go in here to outline focus again. So the context, numeric list. So it's going to make a listicle. That's going to be the title. And for the topic of low impact, okay, now we have keywords in here that it's going to be using and also headings in here. And we even give it, here's your numeric list, the chair yoga, resistance band, walking, Tai Chi, swimming for water, okay? So this is going to be a more detailed article, and what we have seen is it actually reads better sometimes if you give it more details, okay? So that's the merged. This is what we built, okay? Now, when you select these, in fact, here's 3 originals. I'm going to select this one, and here's the long tail keyword. Here's the blog post title, your guide to low impact home workouts. Okay, good title. And we know this is the standard. Let's just take a look at it. Here's the merged. So it says outline focus, contacts for numeric lists. Okay. So to improve upon that, you have chances now to enhance that. Okay. So I'm cutting down here and okay. That one's checked. So here's what I want to do is I want to use my new model, English, temperature, avoid common. Now you can, in here, you can say, I want to rewrite the title. I want to use a short SEO headline focused on ranking, a short and snappy word for copywriter style, or I can just put it blank if I don't want to rewrite the title at all. Okay. Now, if you go rewrite title, I want Frank Kern to write my title for me, okay? Outline focus. And in fact, let's do this. He's going to make it short and snappy. Outline focus. Rewrite outline focus with keywords and subheadings, okay? That's the only one we have. But if you don't want to use it, you'd white it out there, okay? So I'll do that and execute selected rows. Come back up here and it's waiting. And it'll take like 20 or 30 seconds to write that since it's the only one. When any questions up to this point, I know we're just kind of detailing some of the stuff in here. Okay, so this is enhanced. You saw how quick it was. And okay, here's the new merged that this is what we call title prompts, okay? You have the title and you have a prompt with it. So senior fitness, easy home moves, okay? So compare that to the original, your guide, low impact home workouts for seniors. Okay. Maybe that was better. This is not bad. It's snappy at least. Okay. Category. And here's the context. So we have low workouts using low impact exercises, home workouts, strength training, flexibility, balance. So these are things that it's going to talk about. Okay. So that's why we did that. Okay. Now, here's the cool thing is you can select all of them. You can uncheck them there. But let's say that you want to send this one, and this one over to Bulk Rider. Okay. You can say copy all enhanced prompts. And they are ready to go into the Bulk Rider. In fact, let's see if where we're at on our Bulk Rider. Okay, we were successfully created 3. So let's look at this again, Bulk Rider. And I'm going to leave all that in there and put my new enhanced prompts in there. Okay, so I got about 4 or 5 in there. And let's just do 3 just to, oh, come on. I'm just going to delete these. Okay, I got a couple there. And now I'm just going to go.
We can't, I see, you got it.
Yeah. So start Bulk Rider. I want to confirm. And I want to say, okay. Okay. So it's off creating things. Now, ideally, you can come in here and let's say you had 800 of them in here. I know some people that are running that many at a time. You select them all and you could come in here and go copy all enhanced prompts or copy just the selected prompts. Okay. Now we also put this in here, shuffle all rows. Now, if you'll notice, I got some originals in here and they're all in, looks like sequential order. So let's take a look at it. Okay. If you'll notice, the topical cluster is low impact. Okay. And then the long tail keyword is around low impact. So we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 9 articles that are all about low impact. Well, you don't want them one after the other inside of your WordPress. So how do you fix that? Well, you just come down here and go shuffle all rows. Okay. So now we have some that are about rehab, low impact, rehab, low impact. Looks like I did a small variety. Strength and balance. Okay. Now, the more that you have in the topical clusters, the more, I think that the more varied it is. If you don't like that order, then come back down here and go shuffle all rows again. Okay. Now, when I copy them, they're all in the shuffled format when I paste them into ZimWriter. Okay. So this is the topical authority enhancer. Come back over here, RSS feed parser. You put in your RSS feed, hit get, and it kicks out the results right here. We have another video, we did that. So let's get into how we import articles. This is kind of the powerhouse of what we're using right now. But before I do that, I'm just going to go over here real quick. Niche discovery, audience niche discovery, wood fence repair. Kind of know what I have on my mind is I've got the wood fence I got to fix in the backyard. Okay. Now I'm just going to do 5 just so we can go, okay, what else can we talk about with wood fences? I'm using the new model, 0.5 temperature. So here we go. We got a list of 5 different niche markets. Termite prevention for wooden structure. This is a whole section right there. Custom wood fence design for homeowners. Eco-friendly, pet-proof. Wood fencing, so interesting. Related terms. Privacy fence upgrades, gate latch. This is really important on some of these wood fences. Weatherproofing, okay? Trending questions. Real easy to look up, okay? So this kind of gives you an idea of what would you put on a website if you're designing from scratch. Well, these are great categories, and these are the topic guys that I use going into topical authority. Hint, hint. I build my topical authority with this right here on wood fence repair. So if I did 30 times 5, I've got 150 articles that I could write just from this one post right here. Okay. Now we've got one more section in here, hot selling products for niche. In fact, we added another prompt in there. Okay. Interesting. So this is, okay, what do I sell if I'm going to have a website about wood fence repair? Now, this is probably stuff you can't ship, but if you're working for a local wood fence, a local contractor, and you're building him a website, ask him about this. These are things that he could talk about. These are, fence post repair kits. That's an article that you could talk about and kind of have pricing. These are questions that people have. But what if I had something about some gifts for boys under 6 years old? So if you're shopping for Christmas, or if you have an Amazon site you want to start pulling Amazon links for, STEM toys, action figures, building blocks, construction sets. So I would take this, action figures, play sets, and I would go over to Amazon and just start searching. Then I would pull an RSS feed, go to my feed parser, and then put those results in Penny Arcade and let ZimWriter do all the work for me on affiliate products, affiliate review posts. That's what I would be making with these. Okay. So this is, you're seeing behind the scenes here, but this is how we do our workflows. Okay. We use the tools that we have and we built them for that. Okay. Domain name generator, real quick, wood fence repair. I'm building for I've got a contractor, let's say, and I'm going to generate domains, Fence Fix Pro, Wood Guardian, Picket Man, Timber Hill. Okay. I could take this over to Namecheap or GoDaddy and see if any of those are available, .com, .nets, whatever you want to do with that. Okay. And again, you can get a lot of ideas right in here. Okay. So let's talk about article publisher. Wayne, any questions before I move on?
There was a few. There was one about when we create images, do we add keywords in the EXIF? And obviously the answer is yes. Because you can create keyword groups and then you attach that keyword group to a media pack. And then when we drop images from Midjourney or DALL-E, or even if you import your own, we will pick random keywords from that keyword group and we will embed them into the EXIF of the image. And then we even upload it to our own hosting site so that they're free from the server and sitting out there in the ether ready for you to use. And then when you come to upload them to your WordPress, they then get uploaded and become part of your site. But they've been wrapped around with EXIF built in for you.
Yeah, I'm going to show you how easy it is to make media packs just without even going to Canva. I use Canva to make their photos. So I'm going to make a keyword group. This is where you start. Give it a name. Put an auto suggest in there. Let Bing hit Bing twice. So it's going to give me some keywords. Now, they may not be perfect keywords, okay, for what you're doing, but if I'm doing a website on fence repair, I've got images with fence repair. This is kind of where I want to be, okay? So I did fence repair, and let's do fence replacements. Update. You can also bring over keywords everywhere and put that in there and then parse it with this button. Or if you have Hrefs or Neuron Writer, whatever you're doing with keywords, you can put all the keywords in here that you want. Wood fence staining. I noticed that staining. Okay. So let's see. I've got 88 items in there, all keywords. Hit finish. Come over here back into Media Mixer, Media Pack. In fact, I'm glad we're doing this because we already have 3 articles ready to import. So now I'm going to come down here and go add, make me a media pack called Wood Fence repair and keyword group. That's why we want to set this up first. And I'm just going to type in fence repair. Notice how you can just type in the word and it will find it for you. We're going to do image and we're going to search by keyword right here. Okay, image, search by keyword. Wood fence repair. And we have integrated Google search, custom search. And once you get the integration, you'll see this down here. Image size, let's just do large and I will hit search. Now these are supposed to be CC free images is where we're finding them. How to fix a wooden fence. I'm going to take, because it's got lows, I'm going to take that off. I don't need that. Take that off and add images. Now it's going to put it down here in our media pack. And that's the image right there. And the EXIF is inside that image right there. Okay. So there's 8 items. And look at this little trick we have here is go extra large. And you can find different images sometimes in there. So those are good. I'm going to delete that one. New fence, fence repair. That one looked like one we already had. So now we're up and let's go image, the wood fence replacement, hit search. Now, even though it's extra large, we're going to compress the image size so it's not very large, but we store the images and when you export them and you publish them, they go onto your site. All those look good. I'm going to take that one off. Okay, so we got some images in here. And I do this while ZimWriter is cooking articles for me, writing articles for me, is I come in and build my media pack. Okay, now I want to put some videos in here. So I'll go over here and type here with fence repair. And because we have YouTube search integrated in our integrations, it's going to search. Now you can put in your own links if you want to do that. Okay. So these all look good. I'm kind of looking for anything that's in Japanese or Chinese that doesn't make sense. All of it looks good. So I'll just hit add videos. Okay. Wood fence replacement. Now they may overlap. Your YouTubes may overlap, but that's okay because you're going to have posts that will pull from this and you're not going to see them side by side usually. Okay. Now we got all YouTubes in there. We're ready to go. Okay. So I'm just going to hit finish. Okay. Now let's go into Article Publisher. So we kind of covered Media Mixer, Article Publisher. We're going to go in and import articles. Okay. Now, if you remember earlier in the call, we did some fence repair. So I'm going to bring over ZimWriter bulk blog posts. We have different formats that you can bring in. We've had people with auto blogging AI. We've got just general markdown. So if you do your articles somewhere else, import it in here. I'll show you how it's done. Okay, group articles together. I don't know if I have fence repair. I don't. So I'm just going to call it. I'll make a group just for this one. Typically, what I do is I put it into I name my groups by website names. Okay. But for this demo, I'm just going to do fence repair. And then I will type fence repair. There it is. Okay. Now, I want to remove the title from the content. It's really dependent on your WordPress, but we don't want to have the title and then the title restated again at the top of the content. Okay. So we're going to remove it. Some people like it in there, but we want to remove it. Multiple articles and files. For ZimWriter, he does one article per file. So you don't need that. Enhance articles. Absolutely, we want to enhance them. Okay. So I'm going to pull from my media pack we just built. So I would type in fence repair, wood fence repair. Okay. Now I can do mid-journey. This is the trick. I'm going to execute my mid-journey prompts. Now I don't have a specific folder. So I'm just going to put it back into fence repair. typically what you might want to do is create a folder in your media packs called Mid-Journey Fence Repair. So you can keep all your Mid-Journey separate from your other media pack. And you have unlimited media packs you can add, okay? So I want to do featured image with Mid-Journey, but I want to use the media pack we just built for all my extra images, okay? Up in your settings, you will tell it, let's see, settings from here is article extra images every 7 paragraphs. If you want it every 10 paragraphs, it will put an image. If you want it every 2 paragraphs, that's, I think, way too much, but I like it about every 7 paragraphs, just put an image in there, whether it's a media pack or whether it's a featured image or a Mid-Journey, okay? Then you would hit update and finish, okay? So back over here, let's go back over here. We got wood fence repair, Mid-Journey as my featured, but I'm going to use this media pack up here. I want to add a video that we just added to the site. Now I want to go select my articles. Over here to ZimWriter output. I want to master your fence gate and that one and mend. Okay, so I got 3 in there. I'm going to hit open and I'm going to hit import. Okay, yeah, you can do 20, you can do 100 all at one time, however you want. We just had 3 for fence repair. Okay, they're enhanced. Now where they'll be sitting is inside of my articles. Okay, now if you'll notice, they're being sent to AI image processing. This could take 5 minutes. It could take an hour before it comes back with Mid-Journey, depending on loading of how many people are doing this at the exact same time. Because we can't go to Mid-Journey every 1 second or every 5 seconds. We load balance all our Mid-Journey accounts. So we could have 3 or 4 of them processing at the same parallel transactions, okay? But let's go ahead and take a look at what these look like. This is Mend It Like a Pro, the ultimate guide to fence panel repair. That's kind of cute. Okay. Now, we put a placeholder to let you know this is where your Mid-Journey is going to go. So here's the article, damaged slats. There's I don't know how, but the image looks pretty good for damaged slats. That's a good
That's brilliant.
yeah. Reinforcement. Here's the baling wire method. This looks like it needs reinforcement. It's crucial to ensure they can withstand external forces. That image looks absolutely perfect. Post fixing.
You couldn't have been more accurate.
I couldn't have better images. Okay. And we have a video down below.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Okay. Now, while Mid-Journey's cooking, I can still go ahead and do this, right?
I wouldn't save it in case it does drop it in. And then if you save it at this point, you'll get the token back. So it's best to wait.
Okay. So I won't save it, but I'll show you how it's done. We want to summarize it so that we can do a voiceover with it. Okay. We have several different summary options in here. If you're doing an Amazon review, guys, I spent all day long coming up with this very simple prompt. You choose it and it does an incredible job with the review. But behind the scenes, it was a lot of work and sweat to get there. Okay. But we're going to come down here. I'm going to do a summary. Let's do this. A TMZ 100-word summary. Create a summary. We're using the GPT model. And now we have a summary. This article provides a comprehensive guide on how to repair a broken fence like a pro. Okay. Now, here's some tricks. Come in here and put a line break on repairing a broken fence. This will it covers fixing. I'm simplifying it and giving the voiceover some breathing points. This is take a breath, read the sentence. Okay. Whenever you do a line break, that's what it's actually saying. Okay. So we found that the TTS model does really good with this break that we're putting in here. Okay. And then you can change it and put it in your own words if you don't like this. can tackle fence repairs head on and make their fence as good as new. Okay, that looks pretty good. It's about 100 words. We can use 11 laps. All I have to do is choose any of these voices. In fact, I've got my own in here. Okay, we'll go with, well, we'll just see what, it doesn't really sound like me, but I'm going to go ahead and create audio. Now, we save this MP3 into Amazon Cloud Storage, so you don't have to save it. We do all the saving. If you look down here, remember all the stuff that Midjourney gives us back in input? We save all this for you on every single article. So we use 3.5, it cost us 1.2 cents. And
it's all the ZimWriter stuff that was in the
yeah,
article.
this is all ZimWriter right here. And now we're saving that right there. We even have a description. Okay, so let's play it.
This article provides a comprehensive guide on repairing a broken fence panel like a pro.
If I remember at the time, it was a pretty weak sample we used of you.
Yeah, that's not a very good sample. So let's go over here to OpenAI. And we're going to use the TTS model. And I wish they gave these like male and female. I don't know what Onyx is. So this is probably going to cost me less than a penny to do this one also. Okay, let's listen to this.
This article provides a comprehensive guide on repairing a broken fence panel like a pro. It covers fixing damaged slats, treating rot, reinforcing the panels.
Very, very good. In fact, I like this guy better than I like my own voice. It's not very good. Okay, so I'm ready to go with that. Let's go back up and see how it looks up here. Okay, it's right at the very top. It's actually above the featured image, and that's okay. But I could have come in here. Oh, it's right here. Okay, so right now it's set to top of article. You can make it above the first subheading. Have you tried this yet, Wayne? With it already?
Yeah, but you'd have to create a new audio to do it again.
Okay, let's go with echo. Now, we did this, like I said earlier, is Rank Math and Yoast were reading that, listen to this article, and that was the very first thing in the meta description that's being shared socially. Okay, so let's listen to it.
This article provides a comprehensive guide on repairing a broken fence panel like a pro.
It's pretty good. Very impressed. Okay, so here we put it above the first heading. Okay, so the featured image is up here. We have enough content that we can pick it up with Rank Math or Yoast in here. And then we have this right here.
This article provides a
and this, it's actually saved on our Amazon server. So we don't put it onto your site. We put an embed in there for you. So we've modified all this. Typically I would come down here and go, once I'm done.
It doesn't, if you do an audio, it does a save anyway for you.
Oh, okay. It does auto save.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you come out pretty quick, I don't think the image for this particular one has run yet.
So go ahead and hit update.
Yep. But if you look at the other two, I think you should have a Midjourney image.
Not yet.
Yeah, no, go on. It's complete.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go in and take a look at this one. Fortify your fence, the ultimate. There we go. Wow. Now, guys, this is a prompt that is from ZimWriter. That's absolutely incredible. Can I get a wow on the chat so I know that y'all are watching this? I know we're almost an hour and a half in this. This is way too much fun. This is really nice. Okay. Let's do a 100-word rewrite summary. Okay. Put little breaks in there. There we go. And I like fixing it. Grammarly makes this. Grammarly is very smart, especially that Pro edition on it. It really makes it more readable, which is also better for doing your voiceovers. Okay, so ready to go. I'm going to use, who was that? Was that Echo? But I'm going to do above first subheading, open API, and we use Echo. So I'm going to create a new one. Okay, so let's go up and take a look at it. Okay, there it is.
This article is a comprehensive guide on maintaining and fortifying a wooden fence.
Good image. We got images every 7 paragraphs. And even though it has really skinny sentences, it counts as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so it doesn't count the headings. So if you're using skinny sentences or skinny paragraphs, is what they're called, you're going to have it looks like you have more images in there. Okay. If at any time you want to, I don't like the word comprehensive. This article is all about maintaining and fortifying a wood fence. Okay. Then you would just come down here, create audio. We save this for you. Okay. So if you want to if you ever need it, you'll have the link to use this other one. Okay. Now, there was one question on here. Somebody asked is, can you do the entire article? Yes, you can. If you've got a 1,200 word article, it's probably going to be about 5 to 6 minutes. Think of a 200 word article, a 200 word voiceover is usually a minute. Okay. So if you have 2,000 words, you're going to look at 10 minutes. Is somebody going to really listen to AI talk for 10 minutes if they don't have a video behind it? We have found that a 30-second to 60-second, that's why we have 100 word and 200 words in here. It gets people, it's long enough that they get a summary of the article, but it causes them kind of scroll because they're looking for what is the article about. So if we can keep them on the page for 30 seconds with this little short summary, Google's looking at it also. What's the dwell time? How long are they on it? What are they doing once they hit the site? We want Google to see them. They're on the site for 30 seconds and they're scrolling. Okay. It helps with your SEO. Okay. So I think everything looks good. We're ready to publish this thing. So I would hit update. Since I'm showing you the whole thing, is if you want to send it to RSSmasher, it's real easy as you choose your campaign. I want to send it to maybe outdoor grilling and then hit update. I have RSSmasher sitting over there waiting for anything that is in the RSSmasher campaign for outdoor grilling. I have it sitting there waiting and I can push it out through RSSmasher instead of what we're about to do. Okay, just gives you some options. Okay, so I just did fortify your fence. Okay, so I'm going to select it. Now I could select all these other ones since, in fact, that one's complete too. Let's take a look at what that one looks like. Ooh, that's good. Mend it like a pro. I like it. Okay, so I'm going to come down here and just hit finish. Okay, so I've got all 3 of these. They're ready to go. I don't really have a good website for fence repair, but I'll push them anyway. Now, I've got them selected, so now they're ready to go somewhere. Go over here to WordPress. Let's put it under 1-800-TREE-GUY, and I'm going to bring that site up real quick. Make sure it's ready to go. This was a site I was working on the other day. Okay, here's what the site looks like. It's all about tree repair, tree trimming, videos, tree health and maintenance. Okay. This looks really good. So I'm going to put it under, let's just go back over here to AIMasher. Where do we want to send it? I'm going to go 1-800-TREE-GUY. Now remember I talked about random categories. I could just randomly send them. I could even put them in a shuffle order. Let's say I've got 20 that came in. I forgot to shuffle. I can shuffle right now. Interview with experts, safety and regulations, tree removal. And I'm just going to do random category. And when do you want to publish? You want to go all now? You want to put a 5-minute delay, a 1 hour, a 3 hour, 8 hour, 1 day, 3 days, even up to 7 days, or just send it all to draft and you fix it over there. I don't like to do that. So I'm going to do all now. Typically, I don't send them all now. I put a delay in there so they don't all hit, but because I'm only doing 3, I'm just going to hit post. Okay, article set to post. You'll see set to post. when they're done, they will give you a link here. This table will show you a link when they're actually posted. And it takes about a minute to get them over and get the link back. We'll post soon. This tells you they're going over as soon as possible. This tells you this was scheduled. So this article is set to post on December 11th, 2023, December 4th, 11/13. So you can see I'm dripping these in there. In fact, I did probably random shuffle because I see them kind of shuffled in here. So I've got consistent articles hitting this push pedal crank all the time. These are all affiliate product reviews from Amazon. So at any time you want to see what that article looked like, you can just click the link. Let's hit refresh, see where we're at. There we go. They're already posted. So the Mend It Like a Pro, see what it looks like. Ooh, good looking. Okay. Now it's doubling up here. So I know I've got a setting in Zox I need to turn off. Let's just go over here. Dashboard. Y'all are getting to see some behind the scenes here as a web designer. I'm going to go into Zox News options. Go over here to article settings.
Have you got the tick inside of AIMasher for that website?
I don't, but this is, you can catch it right here in the theme, show featured image. But you can also set it, and I'll show you on the integrations. And you can set it over here, integrations, WordPress, and I'll type in 1-800, hit edit, and exclude featured image from post. Okay, hit update. Now, every WordPress theme is completely different. Some of them will post the featured image and some won't. It all depends on your theme. So you can adjust it here, or typically you can adjust it in the WordPress theme. So if I come back over here, Zox News, and let's look at it again. Okay, see how it removed it? So there's the featured image, content, audio, good images, that absolutely perfect. Okay, so let's take a look at it, what it looks like. If I go over to WordPress, hit finish, and the very top one there. See, I've got a table of contents, and I haven't even done anything with the sidebar. Guys, this is where you monetize it. You put things in the sidebar, Amazon products for fencing, for fence repair. You can run your own ads in here. So there's the media, there's everything looks really good here. Post fixing, weatherproofing, and I've got an author down here. Okay. So what does Logan Foster? He's a green thumb social media marketer behind the vibrant world of 1-800 Tree Guy. Okay. This was AI written. Remember, I talked early on in the call that I'm making prompts that we use in other products. So in your sandbox, this is a personal bio that you can use under social media in the sandbox you can make the exact same profile. So I'm in the sandbox. This is where we play around in here. Social media. We have web design. I'll do social media. And I've got personal bio written by a PR agent. Personal bio, third person written by a PR agent. So there's a whole bunch. We even have a 30-day monthly content calendar with one easy click. So play around with them. Give us feedback. Which ones do you like? Which one, maybe we need to improve upon. But these and that one went over to Minion Builders. So we're doing things with this with good feedback from you as we may be putting them in other products that we have. Okay. So that's the sandbox. Let's go back to that.
Quick question. Scott asks, is there a lot of customization in the Zox theme to get it to look like that?
No.
There you go.
This is out of the box. And the reason I use Zox is it's really easy to modify out of the box. We have a training course that is available in your Penguin Productions library or in resources where you can actually buy the course. And we take you, in fact, Don Roberts is probably on the call. Don and I made this training course, and it takes you step by step. How do you do all this? Okay, and if you'll notice when I'm back in Zox News options, I went to article settings and I chose my template. Yes, you got 8 different templates you can use. Guys, I would recommend that you fully build your author box out. Google is looking for, are you an expert in this field? Well, according to that last article, yes, I am. Logan Foster is a tree expert, okay? But you could put about us page in there. You can do a bunch of other things, but I do like to show author box right there, okay? But this is really how easy it is to set up. You just choose your template, okay? So close that out. We'll talk more about Zox probably in December when we do that mastermind course. Okay, so play around with the sandbox. This is Wayne and I, we're dropping prompts in here all the time. If you want to web design, about us page maker, this is top of the fold page design. You guys, I stopped thinking about what goes on a website. I will put all this content in, and then I'll come back and review it later. And actually my VA's coming back in and reviewing it. He tweaks it with Grammarly, sends me a notice that the About Us page was modified. We have a silo structure. If you don't know what you want to build your website about, I'm going to go wood fence repair. Okay. Remember, we told you, we build things that we use. We're building a bunch of sites. This is how we figure out what we want to put on the site. Myself and my VA, we come in, we go wood fence repair. That's the name of the site.com or something like that. And then we're going to build a silo structure. It's going to give us categories. It's going to suggest pages that we can put in there. Let's see if I'm using this new version. I haven't tried this prompt out with this yet. But okay, there we go. Okay. So it's in a markdown language here. Let's come all the way down here and let's convert it to HTML. If you're building sites for clients, put this on a Word doc, make it into a PDF, put a price down below at the very bottom. Price for this is $2,500 or $6,500, completely installed. Okay. So you went from a topic idea your customer gave you. He's giving you a budget. He said, I'm probably $2,000 to $3,000. Okay, well, I'm going to put this in here, create the planned website design here. Residential wood fence repair, commercial wood fence repair. And these are subcategories. And I can take each one of these, put it in topical authority, or I can use the content engine coming out next week, or no, in about 3 weeks, and build content for each of these subcategories. I can post them automatically to this site. Here's wood fence repair guides, types of wood fences, wood fence maintenance. Here's some blog ideas, support facts, about us, our story, meet the team, contact page. I used to write all this out. Now AI writes it all out for me in minutes or even seconds, okay? Can I get a wow in the chat? If you just saw a money-making opportunity right there, there you go, okay? And again, how do you copy it over? I copy it just like this. Control C, go over to Google Docs. And I know we're getting out of the frame of the conversation, but come in here, Google Docs, open a new one, and paste. And I'll put in here estimated price, $3,500, time complete. Now, when I'm doing web design, guys, literally with AI and doing all this, a week. But I'm going to put in here 3 weeks. I want him to make it sound like I'm working really hard on it, okay? And I'm using Grammarly to fix all the stuff in here. Then I would save it, and it's wood fence repair estimate. Okay. And it's probably not, yeah, this is the scope of work. This is exactly what I'm building for the guy and all my categories. And I'm going to tell him all this is AI generated. We have a VA reviewing it before we publish, and he reviews it inside of AIMasher. He makes sure the images are there, the video or the YouTube, the voiceover, and then we publish it. Okay. How long would it actually take me using ZimWriter or our content engine? I'd say ZimWriter, we'd get this working probably in less than 24 hours. I can have all the blogs done that I need, and I can use ChatGPT to do some homepage construction. And about us, I'd write the contact page is pre-formatted, legal. I go to ChatGPT and said, write me a terms of service for wood fence repair, a website. Write me a privacy policy. This is how sites are being built right now. Now, you want to put an eyeball on this. You're smarter than AI. So you want to write it for the audience. Put images in there, build it up, okay? Enough on that. I kind of hammered that through. So this was in the sandbox, okay? Now, I showed you article publisher. We import, we go to my articles. This is what I do all the time between these two. But if you want to go to Midjourney audit, okay, remember we just created all these wood fence repairs, okay? So let's take a look at this image. We got 4 images in here. All 4 of these got dropped into that media pack for wood fence repair. Come back, wood fence repair, all those got dropped in. So let's go back and look at, remember when we first set it up to build these Midjourneys, we put in that we wanted to save it in a media pack called, I think, wood fence repair.
There it is on the right-hand side.
Oh, there's the media pack.
New mod.
Wayne has made it even smarter. So now we're looking at what we made earlier. If you remember, we brought in all those YouTubes and Googles. Now we've got it right here. Great articles. And you can just see what all of them. These are all available now for the new round of fence repair articles that are coming in. So we've got Midjourney, and you're only paying for 1 Midjourney credit, but you get 4 images out of it, all put back into a media pack. Can I get a wow? This is absolutely amazing. Okay. Now, while we're in here, I know we're still jumping around, doing the best I can to get this under 2 hours. I knew it was going to be a long one to show you everything. If I go to Dolly 3, okay, notice it's 8 cents per image. If I do 4 images, it's going to be 32 cents. We've got this in here if you want to do Dolly. If you don't want to buy Midjourney credits, or you don't want to use Media Pack, but you want something special, let's do wood fence repair. Somebody asked, why is it so expensive? Well, 8 cents really is not that expensive compared to everything else in this world. But if I want to do it in the style of mid-century modern, I kind of like that style. If you want more styles, click here. We give you a whole list in there. Mid-century modern, get a Dolly 3 image. When it finishes, it will show up in here. 1 prompt added, and it will take probably about 60 seconds to come up with.
Yeah, what we do there is we build a flashier prompt for you to make the image better, and then it builds the image in the background for you. That's
why we have 4 in here. 32 cents. That's now you start thinking about money then, but we give you the options. At some point in time, OpenAI is going to have GPT-5. When it comes out, you will have it within probably, I'd say within 5 minutes after it's announced, okay? And then you can change your default to GPT-5 or GPT-4 Turbo. And the pricing will all be, this is cheaper than GPT-4. So we expect pricing to go down. But we built the machine, the tool, so that as technology grows, we just have to flip a few switches to incorporate that new technology, that new GPT-5 or GPT-12 this time next year. So the articles are going to get better with the prompts that we already have, but we'll write new prompts also to take into account, new opportunities out there. But the Dolly 3, the price is going to go down. I promise you. When they hit Dolly 4, this will probably drop to pennies, if not cheaper. But it's already in here for you. Okay. Let's see if it's refresh. Okay, there it is. Okay. So this is wood fence repair, single, cost me 8 cents. It's a nice looking image, but it's more of a finished wood fence. Okay. So anyway, we talked about Sandbox. Let's go into some of the others. The content engine. You'll recognize the keyword campaign. It's the same as what's up here in Keyword Masher, but you'll be building keyword campaigns, and then you can immediately send it over to the content engine. So we start with add, and since we're on, and let's do wood. Let's go out of this world here. Wood fence staining. Okay, so I'll do that. English. This is where I'm setting my tones. I'm going to do informal, writing styles, narrative, persuasive, do conversational. Temperature, avoid fluff words, select the engine. We don't have that set up yet, and hit update. Okay. And I'm going to copy that. Wood fence staining, copy, come down here. Wood fence staining. Is this the AI?
Which bit are you in? I was answering a question, sorry.
Oh, okay. I'm in the keyword. I don't think you've added that yet. Keyword campaign.
No, this is all part of the content engine that's
okay. It's still in development. Okay.
I mean, this bit works, but it won't generate anything yet.
Yeah. We're going to add a button here that says AI. Okay. So you put in your search keyword, and right now it's auto suggest. But this is going to be basically Keyword Masher turned in. So we have sub keywords, main keyword, and this is from Google suggestions. Okay. Anyway, we're not quite finished with that. This will probably be next week coming in. But in the content engine, you'll have that keyword campaign maker, and you'll be able to say start building. And in the bulk article writer, this is where you'll have the ability to say, I want a journalistic style article. I want what I would call a short read article. So it's very short sentences. So we're going to have different formats that you can choose in your bulk article, or you can just say, hey, I want a very informative article and make it 2,000 words long. Okay. So it will be close to 2,000 words long. So we'll have probably starting out with like 3 or 4 different templates. And you just choose the template, and you would activate this campaign, and it would automatically do that and post to your website at the same time. Okay. Or you can toggle it to post. Okay. So that's content engine. This is coming in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Blog amplifier. We have listicle builder, helpful content, and we're adding a couple more in here. But these right here, they're not ready yet. They'll be ready in 2 to 3 weeks when we have the public launch. And they'll build a listicle post and auto post it for you, or export it over to RSSmasher. So you can build a bunch of listicles about, if you got RSSmasher cranking out, let's say, dog training, trending dog training feeds, you can add listicles at the bottom or helpful content at the bottom. These are great add-ons for existing articles or for articles that are being published. Okay. Well, when we do our training, our mastermind, we're going to go really deep into both those categories. Okay. So
there's a question I need to, it's basically there's a bit of a question over the DALL-E 3 image price.
Mm-hmm.
No, none of that money is ours. We use your own OpenAI, and that's what OpenAI charge. Yeah, because there's been a bit of confusion as is it 8 pence because we take a cut? No, we don't.
This is and Wayne did this, and we're trying to get as close as we can. So you have so you know what your expected bill with OpenAI, at least from AIMasher, is. Okay. So you can see the cost in here. Dolly, we expect OpenAI is going to charge you 8 cents for that image. Okay. This one is even half a penny for that summary. Let's see, you got the text to speech, less than a penny for each of those text to speech in there. But you come down here and, there's a total $87, and it's based from October 18th to November 17th. And there's a lot of GPT-4 early on. These new GPT-4 preview model, they're a lot less than what GPT-4 is running at. Okay. And you can tell Turbo is also cheap also. So use your settings right here. If you want to upgrade, downgrade, view membership, manage groups. I told you I got websites all in here. You can add groups in there. Let's see what else. You got your API key. You would need this API key to put into RSSmasher to link them together. Okay. And then settings, I've already shown you. This is where you put your defaults in here. This right here is how many number of rows per page on these grid tables that you've been seeing. Well, if I just want a small grid, let's just do 20, or if I'm looking, let's go all the way up to 100. It just all depends on what your settings are going to be, okay, or what you want them to be. Set your time. Time is very important. Everything is based on your time zone, okay? So if you say set to post every 5 minutes, and it's going to read your time zone, okay? So make sure that's set. Default language, English. Does it work with other languages? Wayne, what's your answer on that?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. But we can't check it. I don't speak French, Spanish, German, Norwegian, Chinese, or Japanese. I don't speak anything, and I certainly don't read it very well either. So I can't check it to see the quality. It's up to you to check it to see the quality. Okay. So keep that in mind. We don't make any guarantees about the language. Set your culture also. Okay. This is how the dates are formatted. United States does the correct way. Month, day, year. UK does it backwards. Although they were first, it's day, month, year. Okay. So make sure you set the culture. Okay. Set your default prompts, your default tones in here. Okay. We do this so that you don't have to keep on resetting everything. Hopefully it all makes sense. Okay. Guys, it's right at the top of 2 hours. I want to be able to shorten this, but going through demos of everything that this does, and it's pretty amazing if you ask me. Now, I'm going to go in here real quick. I don't think we went into this much, but this is how this is the Re-Inventor. Okay. If you have a template in here, and we help you name the templates. Okay. So I'm going to start from scratch, and let's do, trying to think of, give me a website URL, a website to test.
I don't know, thesun.co.uk.
Okay, sun.co.uk.
Well, you got a space after the.
Oh, okay. So we're going to pull a URL and we're going to build a template. So let's do London's famous Wonderland. Okay. So I'm going to pull this. I'm going to go into, and in fact, most of the betas, I don't know if you've seen this. This is how we build our templates. So I know it's going to be the Sun. So I'm going to hit get article. Now let's go pull in the article directly from the Sun. Okay, and here's some images that we can reuse. I'll just toggle a few of these.
You do need a scrape owl account to do that.
Yes, you do need a scrape out on this. And if you've got ZimWriter, you've already got your scrape out. You don't just use the same exact API. Okay, here's the article. Now, sometimes news magazines like to advertise. So I'm going to look at the article and see, okay, normally we would have to read the article, and scrape out all the advertisement stuff like this right here but we've got some prompts to scrape it. Okay, so I'm going to use UI AI to clean it up. So I'm going to do clean up article. So it's going to take away this one and this one. And then if there's anything in between, it tries to remove it. Okay. This is what we call the cleanup method of this. So we scrape the article, we clean it up back down to your basic text. It's a text file right here. In fact, we remove all the HTML in here at the same time. Okay. Now we have rewriters in here. Okay. Let's make sure I'm just going to make that. So you can, at this point in time, you could fix it here, but I don't want to fix it here. I want to rewrite the article. And there's the review. I'm going to rewrite it. And we're going to pull in, I'm going to do Fox News UK style. Okay. We've got some custom rewriters in here that we're working on. Bullet Point Billy and Jane, the 6th grade reading teacher, writes in a 6th grade level. Okay. Andy, the local news reporter, he's the friendly style of Anderson Cooper. So we're trying to get some very personalized rewrites in here. Some of them work great and some of them are marginal, but the ones for Fox and Guardian and TMZ, they work pretty good. Okay. So let's hit rewrite. So we pulled the article, we scraped it, we cleaned it. Now we're completely rewriting that article. When any questions as this is humming along here? Okay. Now, when we rewrite it, we're going to give it some HTML. Okay. So that looks pretty decent. I'm going to do a summary. And I'm going to do Fox News. Let's do Fox News 100 words. Create a summary. Okay. That looks really good. Summary article. I want it above the first subheading. I'm going to use Open API. It's really cheap right now. Let's do Echo. And actually, let's put it in a woman's voice. Let's do Shimmer. Create audio. Yeah, this is part of the pro plan, Don. Thanks for asking. Okay. See what Shimmer has to say.
London's Winter Wonderland in Hyde Park is back, offering a festive experience with thrill rides, food stall.
If that doesn't sound like a real person, I don't know what is. Okay, I'm going to include the images, and I'm going to go ahead and give citation back, create a featured image. No, I'm just going to use the images there, but I could do Midjourney or Dolly, add image citations, and look at this. We made you a template right here, the name of the template. You can edit it, change it, or whatever you want, but I'm going to save as template. Okay. And I'm going to save the new article. Article added successfully. Okay. So we made a template. We're doing a URL. And where would you find it? You find it right here. My articles. London's Winter, a Festival Delight, or a Wallet's Plight. That's an interesting title. What was the main title of this one? It was Snowway. I visited London's biggest winter attraction with roller coasters. Here's the ripoffs to avoid. Okay. So we rewrote that. And it is original content that you own now. Okay. So let's take a look at it. There's the image. It's in front of the first H2. I guess we didn't have a summary with it. Magical Eyes Kingdom, Creative Chills. This is nice. Here's some of the images, courtesy of the Sun, and it is ready to go. Okay. Now we've already done a voiceover, so I don't need to do anything different. And now I could send it to an RSS campaign, or I'm basically done right now. So I'm just going to hit finish, and I'm going to put this, go ahead and check it. And let's send it off to a WordPress site. So Hamburger Daily Evening News. I think that one is set up. Category, I don't care where it goes. Let's do entertainment. I'll post now. So we're posting that URL. Now I'm going to kind of review the steps that we've taken so far. And I want you to ask yourself, if you're still on the call here, how long would it take you to take somebody else's article or your own article? Let's call it your own URL, copy everything, copy the images, and take out all the advertisement part, and then rewrite it, and then tweak it a little bit, do a summary, get a voiceover, put the images all back in there, and then post it to your website. Well,
All,
go ahead.
all day.
Yeah. Okay. So I know it would take you at least 2 to 3 hours because I've done this. Wayne's done it. Look at that. Now, this is a Zox News theme. Kyle Rivera wrote this article. Again, I need to fix my Zox News so it's working correctly. It's doubling up. So I got my table of contents, Magical Eyes Kingdom, some images coming across, and there's Kyle Rivera. This site is almost brand new. I haven't done hardly anything. It was one of the ones that we got off the auction last week. But it looks pretty decent. I mean, it's there it is right there. Entertainment, London's Winter Wonderland. Now, we just completely in front of you took somebody else's URL and completely rewrote it as our own, but we're still giving them credit for the images. Okay. Now we created that template in the rewriting template. Now I'm going to go over to RSSmasher. It's not really a show about RSSmasher, but I'm going to show you anyway. Is admin. I'm going to go into integrations. I'm going to go to AIMasher. I'm integrated. I got my API, and I'm going to look at get Re-Inventor campaign templates. Okay. Go to page 2, and there it is. That's the template that we just made in front of you, and it is ready to be used to rewrite RSS feeds completely.
I'll come in a bit.
Wayne, is that you? Okay.
Level.
So I'll go to manage mashes and news round feed. Here's travel. Let's see if I think he's already using a template for it. I'll go into website feeds. Yeah, he's already using a cleanup template. So I could go in here, and this is these new news feeds. And now I want to use that one we just brought in over, and I'm going to put a voiceover. So Shimmer is going to talk all these over. Now, it's not going to include the images from the Sun Times. It's going to include the images from this RSS feed. And if you're doing a scrape, what it will do is when you scrape the original article, it's only going to use one image. Okay. So this is where you would use image packs to supplement it. Okay. URL scrape. If you're doing the content of the RSS feed post, it's going to try to use all the images in the feed post. Again, all this right here, we're going to talk about, but it's basically ready to go. So I'm not going to build it. I'm just going to hit mash, update, and finish. Okay. So that's how easy it is. Change active. So in an hour, when it starts redoing this feed and it's pulling news feeds on travel from all those RSS feeds, it's going to rewrite it to this template that we have up here. Guys, this is very exciting. If you've ever done RSS feed blogging like we have for the last 10 years for me, is to completely rewrite an article, pulling from the original source in a scrape. That's when we use the cleanup. Or if we're using the feed post itself, we don't need to use the scrape with it. Is we just rewrite the feed post. Okay. Now you'll notice we're doing Mid-Journey in the mode of Pixar, Mid-Journey in the mode of mid-century modern. And this is TMZ summaries. Dorothy and Rachel are the voiceovers on it. So you can take in any of these edits. You can clone it. Say, I want to clone that one, and I want to come in and edit it. So you can edit any of this. Wayne, it's not going to update this down here if we edit it, right?
No.
Okay. So you would have to just manually tweak it the way that you want it. So let's say that you had Fox News instead of the UK, you're using Fox News USA. So just come over here and change it manually. Okay. And then, if you're changing the shimmer, we're going to make it echo, and echo is reading off of a summary. Echo. And then you'd hit update. Okay. So now I've got a brand new one in here. What do I have to do to get it to use it? Come over here, back to integrations. I'm in RSSmasher, AIMasher. Come down here and get Re-Inventor templates. Okay. And there you go, right there. Okay. So we will go into full detail in this companion product RSSmasher, but for right now, I want you to have all the power that you want. If you want to go ahead and get the pro level, go ahead and upgrade to the pro. If you want, these are going to be coming online, I'd say in probably 3 weeks on Blog Amplifier. We're trying to get the content engine first, but if you go with the agency, you're going to go ahead and get the Sandbox. Guys, this is good stuff right here. You saw how I could actually do a quote on the scope of work for a web design just off of a couple clicks. Okay. So it is 2 hours and 10 minutes. I'm tired. Are there any questions that we can answer right now? And be sure to use your Black Friday code on there. Yeah, I see a couple questions. Can you show some more? And guys, we will go in. All these are going to have very specific training on how to use each of the topics. But if you're just kind of curious, I just, which one do I need? If you don't need any of them at all, just stick with Keyword Masher. If you think you're just going to be importing and publishing ZibWriter, just stay with standard. I mean, that's very affordable. If you think that you're going to use the Re-Inventor, which we use all the time, in fact, I'll show you how much we use it, is that Re-Inventor I've sent over. This is from this is the build system. So I've done 7,200 articles using RSS feeds. I've done 5,800 articles of importing the article, rewriting it, or importing the article, enhancing it, and publishing. So, this is, I needed to do the rewrite on it. What else, Wayne?
Probably it, really, I think.
Okay.
I think there's any new questions.
Yep. Guys, thank you for joining us on the call today. I apologize that it went 2 hours and almost 15 minutes. But
Well, everyone stuck around, so it must have been good stuff.
yep, I wanted to show you everything. And big shout out to Wayne, because he's been working on this for a long time, but it seems like everything just kind of started gelling in place over the last 3 weeks as OpenAI started announcing all the new stuff in there. Wayne has really kept up with all that. And just adding that text to speech, you don't need 11 labs. Just use your OpenAI to build your text to speech, and spend the extra penny or 2 pennies that it takes to get a voiceover put on there. Use your Mid-Journey credits, buy additional Mid-Journey credits if you want. But thank you for joining us, and we're going to end the call, and we'll see you on another call. Bye-bye.
See you, everyone.